Hello, welcome to Levant TV Headlines. UN peace envoy Staffan de Mistura has presented an action plan for Syria, proposing to freeze fighting in local areas to allow for aid deliveries and to lay the groundwork for talks. The US military's top officer has called for deploying American advisors to Iraq's Anbar province to counter Islamic State jihadists, but said the Baghdad government must first arm local tribes. Israeli police has deployed heavily around Jerusalem's flashpoint Al-Aqsa mosque compound as it reopened for Muslim prayers after a rare closure during clashes over the killing of a Palestinian by security forces. Suspected Al-Qaeda gunmen have killed a Yemeni police officer and a soldier in two separate attacks in the south of the strife-torn country. And Burkina Faso's President Blaise Compaoré has refused to give up power but called off a state of emergency imposed after a violent uprising against his 27-year rule that saw parliament set ablaze. Now let's have a look at top headlines in today's newspapers in the Middle East. Starting from the UAE, the Khalij Times leads reporting that the Swedish government has officially recognized the state of Palestine, the first Western European country to do so, reflecting growing international exasperation over the moribund Palestinian-Israeli peace process. The paper also reports that in one of the largest drug halls in the country, anti-narcotic officers have busted a gang of 4 persons and seized 4.5 million narcotic pills worth more than 500 million dirhams. From Beirut, the Daily Star leads reporting that Islamic militants holding at least 27 Lebanese soldiers and policemen hostage have given the Qatari-appointed mediator a new partial list of demands. The paper also reports that suspected Al-Qaeda gunmen killed a Yemeni police officer and a soldier in 2 separate attacks in the south of the strife-torn country. The Egypt Independent leads reporting that the United States said Egypt has the right to use a Gaza buffer zone to boost its security, but should also be concerned about the impact on local communities. The paper also reports that Burkina Faso's President Blaise Compaoré said he would stay in power at the head of a transitional government until after elections, rejecting opposition calls for him to step down immediately following a day of violent protests. Now let's take a look at the top Middle East headlines from papers in the UK. Starting with The Guardian, which leads Middle East news reporting that Israel has reopened the Al-Aqsa mosque compound in Jerusalem before the weekly Muslim Friday prayers after a rare closure following clashes sparked by the killing by police of a Palestinian shooting suspect. The Telegraph leads Middle East news reporting that a report by the UN has found around 15,000 people have traveled to fight alongside Islamic States from countries that have not previously faced challenges relating to Al-Qaeda, despite weeks of US-led airstrikes on the region. And now let's have a look at top MidEast headlines in international papers. From China, the Global Times leads Middle East news reporting that a total of 255 tribesmen and local policemen were executed by the militants of the Islamic State after the group took them from their villages and towns in Iraq's western province of Anbar. And from Berlin, the Deutsche Welle reports that the US has urged Israeli and Palestinian officials to exercise restraint amid spiraling tensions in Jerusalem as US Vice President John Kerry condemned the shooting of Israeli hardliner Yehuda Glick, who also holds US citizenship. For more updates, please visit levant.tv. Thanks for watching and bye for now.